The administration branch would like to extend their apologies for the lateness of this episode.
What is the true power of the realm? A simple question asked by many, one with many answers. To some, it sits upon the dais in the throne room of the Silver Keep. To others, power resides solely in the blade of a swordsman's hand. To many, it resides in gold alone, but to a few, it resides in the knowledge that most lack, and the intellect most suited for politics. If this is true, then the power that has glued the realm of Lanark for the last 2 centuries does not come from Dragonheart, but the emanates from Blackstay Port, the astral stronghold and home of House Raven. House Raven can trace its heritage back to the Age of Crowns, to a man by the name of Jolan Raven. He arrived in the small, bustling coastal city that would become Blackstay Port with his wife and daughter. Within a few years, Jolathan's daughter had married into a prominent family, granting him political influence. Through this influence, Jolathan was able to put himself into a position of power over the city, creating his own house. Over the next generation, House Raven turned the small city into a bustling trading hub and stronghold it is today. With its own shipyards and small navy to protect the city and its surrounding waters from foreign powers and piracy. 30 years from when Jolathan arrived, the Silverstone King took notice of how far Blackstay Port had come, and the house which was responsible, House Raven. Its members, noted for their keen political intellect, were invited to the court and offered a seat on the King Council to serve as advisors. The offer was accepted, and House Raven swore fidelity to House Silverstone, a vow that still stands unbroken today. The most notable achievements of House Raven were the strengthening of the Royal Navy and the stabilization of the Heartlands during the Age of Crowns, an age filled with this blood and war in every kingdom, with houses fighting each other, stopping only when their kings waged war. Through these achievements, Blackstay Port's influence and size grew, becoming the second largest and important city in Lanark. In recent history, the house has been under leadership of Lady Ash Raven and her brother Lord Bran Raven. Lady Ash served as the royal spymaster for much of the reign of King Victor Silverstone, before she was replaced on the orders of Lord Nelson Harrington. Bran was also residing in the capital for much of King Victor's reign, as a prominent member of court. During his time at court, Bran came across a young teenage girl by the name of Jyn Darkside in the lower city of Dragonheart, left to die by her abusive mother, and he took her under his wing. After being removed from the King's Council, Ash returned home to Blackstay Port, where she ordered the construction of the Liberty, a new royal ship for House Silverstone, to replace the unarmed, aging, and outdated lantern-sailed royal ship currently in use. The main feature of the Liberty, apart from its size, sail type, and many other upgrades, was it was armed with 38 12-pounder cannons. The ship was built and designed to be able to hold its ground in a naval engagement. Ash's reasoning for this remains unknown. However, many lately have wondered if she had anticipated an upcoming conflict. When King Victor's house declined, followed by his death soon after, much like Queen Valkyrie, evidence later arose that it was not a natural death, but poisoned, administered by members of the House Lancaster in an effort to seize the throne for themselves. When this evidence reached the eyes of Bran, Ash, and other members of the court, House Raven and their allies withdrew from court, denouncing their Lancasters and James, the boy they had declared as the true heir to the throne, and he was the firstborn son of the king. House Raven and their allies instead declared their alliance in support to Victoria Silverstone, the late king's eldest child and daughter. In the conflict that followed, forces of House Raven played a vital role, such as when George Eagle attacked Doom's Drop from the south. House Raven forces attacked from the north, forcing Smith's men to fight on two fronts. House Raven wasn't able to play a more major role due to the conflict abruptly ending with the Lancaster attack on Runestone, where Victoria and her allies had been residing. In a single attack, House Lancaster had killed Victoria and many of her allies, including Bran. However, a few had managed to escape. Among the survivors was Jarvan Smokestuck, Ash's fiancée, and Caitlin Strange, who was pregnant with Bran's child. Whether or not House Raven plays a vital role in the goal of putting our Silverstone back onto the throne has yet been determined, and yet House Raven remains. Ash, her few remaining allies, and survivors of Runestone will do all they can to restore the blood of the throne.
If you have enjoyed this video and would like to join Faye Studios, consider joining our Discord server. There you will be able to get a closer look at ongoing projects, get behind-the-scenes sneak peeks, and more.